everyone. Stream is a little bit different today, and I'm sure you guys can tell I'm a bit nervous because it's my first solo stream since like it's been at least a couple years at this point, I think. So we'll see how it goes. But I kind of want to get back to doing these every once in a while, just to like make sure that I'm able to still do them even. Because heck, if the anxiety before this was anything to go off of, it is very different streaming with a group of your friends versus streaming alone. But I am very glad to have you guys here. I'm glad to see people are immediately hopping in. I hope everyone's having a great day. I know I've had a pretty good day myself. It has just been very chill. Actually, no, I'm sure many of you in the Discord already know what I've been up to today. Because I've been already working on my next model instead of doing, I don't know, thumbnails for the next Tuesday stream or something. So my priorities probably aren't fully in order, but I'm happy. I am very happy with how the new model is coming out, and hopefully I'll have more teasers for you guys soon. Hi Mento, how are you? How are you guys doing? We're gonna be doing House Flipper 2 today. It has been quite some time since we played this game. I don't even... I think last time it was just as me playing with Squee playing something else alongside us. So we're gonna be doing some chores around today, hence the maid outfit, which I'm sure you guys like. Did I do a full tour of the house last time? I don't remember if I did or didn't. You know what? We're gonna do a tour. So let's swap to where I'm inside. Because this is my room. And it's apparently getting dark outside. But I remember we hid little rubber ducks around and had Volky try and find them at one point. That's why there's like one on the bed and stuff. But I might have to redo some of these places because I don't know why this couch is here. I was staring at that while setting up for stream and I have no idea why there is a couch here. Like, I know it's a nice window seat, but the window is too high for that, so it just ends up as a couch looking at the bed, which is super awkward. But it's fine, it's fine. And we've got the very blue and orange bathroom, and this was back when they didn't have blinds in this game, was when we first started this house. So we ended up using shutters on the outside to actually end up freaking hiding the bathroom away from the outside world a bit. And that would make sense, Adam, if it was for reading, if I actually read. Like, this is the entire book collection I supposedly have. You can tell I don't read those. There's just video games next to them instead. Did I even put anything in this drawer? Ah, yes, the remote for the TV that's on the wall over there. One that you have to close the door to actually see. It works though. Of course it's on cartoons. And then you've got the office to the side here, which I specifically made to have space for VR, though it really does not feel like much space. I think I've got more space in my actual room now, so I'll probably have to redo it. Hi Phantom, how are you? Oh, and there's another rubber duck. You know, you guys should tell me how many rubber ducks you see by the end of this tour, because I don't even remember how many there are. Then we've got the bathroom over here. I believe there's a rubber duck down here. Yeah, right there. And then I believe this room is actually one I did off-stream. That was just a random spare bedroom, essentially. And then downstairs, we've got the kitchen, which this is left open for some reason. That feels like one of those unsettling moments where you don't remember leaving something open. It's like, oh, is my house haunted? It's literally a video game house. There's nothing to be afraid of here. And then we've got the half bath under the stairs. Chat, thank you for the follow. And then the laundry room, which I don't think we ever got to anything in here other than just painting the walls and doing the floor, I guess. And then the garage, which I don't have a car, I don't drive. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this space. Oh, and then the living room with the piano and the little mudroom entryway thing. There's another overdeck. Yes. It is night outside, but I don't think I've touched much out here. It is just your basic stuff. Now let's go see what jobs we can do. We'll turn off lights on our way back. I forgot about the light in here. And I'll leave the door open. At our computer. There we go. So it looks like we've got something at Old Tuna Cove over here. Oh, we've got several. Several there. What other ones we got? Have we done all of the other ones? End of the Ugliest House. So that is the one for the community center, which we haven't done yet. We've got the Magical Christmas, which feels very out of season, so probably not that one. And then we've got house remodeling to finish and adding a music studio. I think let's go for... This one seems like an interesting looking house, so let's do this one. The house remodeling to finish. Oh, they've got like all kinds of weeds poking through this. But that's not part of the job, I think, so we'll have to leave that be. We've just got some cleaning to do over here. Arma spray. It's been a bit. I forgot the controls. What? Trash? Let's see what's trash here. We need a vacuum though. I don't know why you would vacuum up leaves. I think that's one thing that I've never quite got in this game. Though I suppose it's better than vacuuming cockroaches, which is what it was in House Flipper 1. Because vacuuming up bugs, like, I suppose that's a way to get rid of them, but it just kind of feels cruel. Alright, so that's out here done. Oh. Let's get some more.
Gladys Warren speaking. I'm calling to make sure
My music changed right then.
I need everything to go smoothly from now on. Your job's pretty straightforward. Install the windows and take care of two unfinished rooms. One is a new guest bedroom on the second floor. The other is the office we want you to turn into a recreation room. And there's also the mess caused by the former crew's incompetence. Cleaning it up is also part of your task.
Was the former crew a raccoon? This is a very specific kind of mess. What did they
First
do?
of all, when the door frames showed up instead of windows, they installed them without a second thought. And then their way of securing the openings turned out to be insufficient. Definitely not smart enough to keep away the local wildlife and some other intruders.
So that explains the raccoon.
Because I doubt a badger took the TV on its way out. Fortunately, one of our clients' wishes was to remove all electronics. Although the way it happened was far from ideal.
So
Exactly.
unprofessional.
I'm glad you can see that. It reassures me that I finally found the right person for the job. And since you clearly know what you're doing, you can focus on your work now. Good luck. Have a good day.
Alright. We definitely have our work cut out for us. What is this letter? I guess just a random letter? I don't know, it felt very video game, like, pick-me-up type thing. Ah, we are supposed to sell it. No, not that one, though. Fill the other letter, not that one. Lots of trash around here, though. Oh, lots of trash. I was rewatching Hell of a Boss with my boyfriend last weekend, and just running around picking up trash really reminds me of Mimsy from Hell of a Boss. Just the ooh shiny, but with things that really do not matter. Bills are pretty scary. Nope, so that's upstairs. Oh, you've got like an entire messed up shelf there. Turn on. That's a candle. Let's not turn on the candle on the ground. That sounds like a fire hazard. There's still 4 pieces of trash somewhere. There's also this trash outside. Let's swap to ourselves and just start selling some of these. That'll help us find any remaining trash. We'll just close that entirely. What else do I need to see? Also, if I hit tab, it should tell me. Sell door frames, sell these things. I don't know why I didn't think to sell the big things of wood. It just feels like it should be obvious. What else? Oh, the pots, pans, the shelf that's fallen over. Pot pan. And then the containers. So these things. That pan. Apparently we want to keep that trash receptacle. And where is the mason jar? There it is. Now it's just one of those windows. Where is that window? Huh? Where is that window? Ah, that window is the one they wanted. That looked nothing like the window in the thing. Yeah, well. Let's start vacuuming up some of this mess. Oh man, this music is too sleepy for this, though. I'll remove this one from my queue for now. There we go. A bit more ominous, but it works. It's also been a while since I've used this music, I feel like. All of it was made by Itami. As you can see at the top left. Oh yeah, it'd probably be helpful to spray things and then cleaning. Just get it cleaned up quicker. This really feels like raccoon, not badger to me, but I also don't remember what badger footprints look like. So I could not tell you for sure. They definitely entered in and then wandered through the living room, and I assume into the kitchen? Yeah. Oh, I think there's the trash that I missed. Alright, so then put the trash there, and then vacuum up the coffee beans. And then let's at least pick up this thing. It's gonna bug me if it's still on the ground. Went to mud without their shoes? I have no idea. I assume it's the badger. Or whatever it was. I guess we'll put this on the table. I know they didn't tell us to straighten these things up, but it feels like I should. There we go. What even is this? I guess we'll put lamp over here with the other lamp. There we go. Looks a little bit less ransacked now. By the windows they want one there, there, and then these ones here. These windows are so easy to install. You just click and they go through the wall. So that should be the windows done, and now we need the extra 3 on top here. But they want 2 extra chairs. I guess someone took them? We'll plop one there for now. And that one belongs up there. Should we just scoot this guy over? I know standing on the table is not the best manners, but I think it's excused for me. I'm a cat. Standing on the table is fairly common. Floor lamp. I guess we'll stick it there. Wall decoration. Let's put that on this wall. And then they want 2 armchairs. And we'll do one like less rotation than that. How do I do the oh, snap grid, there we go. No? I guess that's good enough. There. And there. There's a stain left behind somewhere. Where did I leave a stain? Where in the world is this stain? Good glow. Maybe I'll do the refinished surfaces instead. See if we can figure it out. Okay, so I now have the surface finish. Where does this go? Ah, there. We'll do there, there, ah, I split it. There we go. That should be good. And then we can sell our box stuff. Where the frick is the stain? I'm gonna go over like all the places that we went over before, because maybe there was like some minor thing I missed somewhere along the way. Surely, right? Surely that's it? Because it's a singular stain. It's gotta be just something on something I already hit, but didn't get all of. Like that spot looked like it was a thing, but it wasn't. I have no idea where the stain is. Might have to come back for it? Oh no, there it is. It's underneath this chair. No wonder I couldn't find it. I put a chair on top of it. Well, you try and do the cleaning first. Well, you sell stuff, then you clean. That way you don't have to re-clean things that you're selling anyways. There we go. That on wall. Okay, nothing to do in here. They want me to buy something in here and sell stuff. Surface finishing, I don't care about. We already know how to do that. Just need to sell all of these supplies that someone left behind. Anything else we need to sell in here? Something. Oh, doorway. They don't like that doorway. There we go. Alright, and then they want to buy this better door. They clearly weren't facing the other direction. Wonderful. And then we need these floor. And then probably that for the wall. Start with floor covering first. And I assume they're trying to leave it up to us which one we do where, because it's kind of letting us pick whichever. We'll just finish up with this one here. Come on. That railing is being a bit finicky. There we go. Okay. So they're happy with that. We can sell our thingies. And man, this is a mess. Alright. Let's do trash first. That way, because this gets multiple things at once instead of the sell tool, which just gets one item. Where is the garbage bin? That probably should have been something I looked for when I came in. Where the heck is the garbage bin? balcony, maybe? Over here? No? Down here? Where do you keep your garbage? Come on, I gotta throw this away so I can sell it. It gives me money when I throw it away. Maybe they're in the garage. Hey! Found them. Alright. Let's turn this trash can right side up then. I just got an achievement for placing that there. Oh. In the bin. These up. Might as well clean this spot while we're at it. One sec. Confirm autumn restitution on that. Alright, so now it should just be spray and wipe this stuff down, and this room should be done. One stain left? Okay. It was apparently just on the edge of the doorway. We got it though. Or cleaning our way up. Alright. I don't know what that book was, but I don't think we need it. Is there nothing to... There is the trash. Start selling a whole bunch of the stuff. Yeah, they really just put in door frames instead of windows. That is not smart. Actually, let's move these boxes. Move these boxes so that they're not in the way while we're trying to get stuff to them. Can I not stack these boxes? I swear I could. And I would put that one there. Can I put the little box on top? Nope. Not allowed to stack boxes. Can fit it right there though. Now we can see what we're trying to vacuum up. It's a bit weird to see so many leaves inside, but I guess it makes sense with the doorways instead of windows thing. Any gust of wind could have blown them in. They are a kind of pretty color pattern though. It'd be nice if they were like fake leaves, like if you had a carpet that was made to look like that, that'd be pretty cool. Nope, we're still missing stains? Come on, where are these stains? Magic eye, let me see. Oh, there's a singular paw print. Hang on, I want to see just how apparent that is without the like glowy thing. Yeah, no, that is barely there. Okay, got that one. And then there were just a couple coming in. There we go. Cleaning done. What is left to sell? Like most of the stuff in here. Okay, they want to keep the plant. But they don't want the corkboard. I'm assuming they don't want the shelf or the highlighter. Or any of these random papers. Alright, so that should be selling everything done. Let's do windows first. Get some light back in this room. There we go, that should be all of those windows. Ah, so they want to turn this into a pool room. Let's put the pool table down first then. Since that'll probably take up, like, a lot of the space in here. I think we'll do pool table there. Is that enough space to walk around it? Looks like it is. And then we can put the sofa on like this wall. coffee table could go next to it. Could put like a cute coffee table in the corner. Type deal. Armchair. I feel like that's kind of encroaching on the space of the pool table, though. I could try moving the pool table out more. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll scoop pool table. So maybe like there. Yeah, now you've got nice space around, but you still got seating area for when it's not your turn. And then we need a shelf. This is a weird one, feels like. Let's do maybe lined up on like that part of the wall there. And then we could do the 2 speakers. They go well on the shelf. We do like sound system setup. If this fits, no it doesn't, dang it. Okay. So I think we'll scoot these down onto the floor. Probably the better place for them anyways. I imagine they're rather heavy. Maybe not overly heavy, but still rather heavy. And put that shelf there. Carpet. Maybe to protect the floors from the heavy pool table? Oh, that is not positioned correctly, though. Maybe there? Normally I'd want to use that to, like, separate out the couch space, though. But maybe that works anyways. Stereo. That way. Yes, it's exactly in that spot. That's good. Pool cues. Do we just put these on the pool table? I guess so. Maybe one there. And then one there. Adjust this to be in line because it's gonna bug me if it isn't. And we've got a floor lamp. Right there, I suppose. Or do we want to put the floor lamp on the other side? No, that one's already got a plant, so we'll put the plant over here. I feel like that works better. Ah, but we've got the plant clipping through the wall now, and that's gonna bug me. We're gonna have to scoot this out a bit. There we go. That's at least clipping less through the wall. Maybe if we rotate it, we can get it clipping even less. Maybe a few more turns. There we go. That looks like it's not clipping so much anymore. And now we just have to unpack. Let's start with the small box. There we go. Item. Yep, I thought so. We're just gonna scatter these. I'm not gonna bother trying to set them up in the formation without using the, like, wooden triangle to do so. As long as all the balls are here, it's fine. That one can set off to the side. Okay, that's one box done. We'll just open this one here. Oh, and now they've got board games. Is there room in here? Nope. I guess it goes on top then. Though, there's not even, like, a place to play the games here. Unless I planned on using this. In which case I might have to shuffle this setup around a bit. Is this not just a book? Yeah, that is a book. Okay, book can go over here. Why not? What else? Another book. Stack the books. And another book. Just in case someone gets really bored while waiting for their turn in pool. And a Rubik's Cube. Or if someone is extra super bored, I guess. And then what else have we got here? Wall decoration. Go above this thingy, I guess. And then I don't even know what the frick you classify this as. Art, I suppose. that's this room done then. We'll leave that door open. Probably gonna need to go out there. No job to do in there. So upstairs we go. Oh, that's yeah. I don't think traveling on like the outside is gonna do us any good there. We gotta go up the normal stairs. This isn't VR chat where I'm trying to actually avoid the steps. Alright, back to disposing of things. Now that I've actually gotten able to throw away things. They've got booze in here. They were really not doing a good job. Wiring for beginners. Yeah, I think they were beginners. That's what it's feeling like. Alright. We'll pull out the thing to sell stuff. Fill that doorway. The way those just tumble down when you sell the bottom one. One more thing to sell? What is it? Oh, that above the door? Maybe? No? Yeah? No? Okay, no. Not that. Ah! The light. Okay, got it. Now we can vacuum up more of the leaves. I do kind of want to, like, redo a whole house again. I don't know if it's going to be the one that we currently have as the office or a whole different one. But it is definitely feeling like I actually want to do a thing rather than just some jobs. Jobs are fun. It is always nice to see the progress. And then this room should be door out. Good. And then we need some of the finishes. We'll do that for the floors. Oh, they want it for more than the floors. Okay. We'll first make this a nice clean edge so that we can then do just squares. It is always mildly annoying when you just got like one extra spot type thing. Just, it is one too wide for the amount of squares that you can put down. But what can you do? You know, those are probably actually supposed to be like this finish, aren't they? Yeah, we'll do that. It's also not satisfying when you just place them wrong. That's the other thing that happens a lot. You put it off by one and then it's just the unsatisfying feeling of knowing you could have done it more efficiently. Luckily, seeing it when it's done is still satisfying, regardless of how you got there. I feel like it's that way for a lot of things that you make, because I cannot tell you the number of times that I've like worked on a commission or an art piece or an avatar and felt like it was a massive pain to work on for like the majority of the time. The stuff kept erroring out, having issues, losing progress, all that kind of stuff. And then it's just done, and it feels great that you actually made something. You've done something and put something out into the world, and it's a wonderful feeling. That, or you continue to look at it and go, how the frick did I get here? I am a massive fraud that has created a thing. And there's no answer to imposter syndrome, really. It just is, and everyone has it. Or at least, everyone is familiar with it, even if they don't actively at that moment have it. But I don't think I've met many people who have felt like they've always been who they are, and always known everything that they need to in order to do what they're doing. Most people don't. understand everything they're doing. It just kind of works, so they keep doing it. And I know I'm always surprised by the number of people at my job who just don't really know what they're doing either. And, like, I know it's still acceptable for a lot of them, because they're, like, fairly new to it as well, but it's always, as, like, newest person in the office type deal, you're expecting to be the one that's out of the loop, so it's always a surprise when it's someone else who's like, yeah, no, I have no idea either. But luckily there's usually someone you can go ask, who's more experienced, we'll say. And it's like that with everything. Whether it's with taxes or with personal projects and stuff that you're making, just look and see who you can ask. There's oftentimes people who are happy to help. And at least it seems like I haven't lost my blabbering skills fully. It is just the blabbering we'll work it on this. But that's kind of nice. It's good to do that every once in a while. I don't like how this is turning me around. I can't do my straight lines that I want. And yes, Shadow, it has been a while since I've done this outfit, which is one of the reasons why I decided to do it while actually doing chores and stuff, because it was super fitting. I'm still very happy with it. I'm definitely gonna have to make a maid outfit for the next version of the Avatar too. Hopefully one that I like more than my current one, because this one was a massive pain to try and do for this character. It was just one that... It had a couple problems with the physics. So setting it up to be the physics that I like, with how the rig and everything was set up, was just not ideal. So next one will be one that I make myself. Where do we want to put this bed? I suppose the best spot is right here. That feels like the most anchored, I think. The views aren't too bad either. And then we can do... I assume they want these as nightstands. Oh, okay, so we don't have enough room for that. We'll just buy this one for now, and then scoot things around. Because if they want that on either side, then it's gonna have to be the other wall that this is on. We'll put that down first and scoot the bed right up next to it, I think. Right there. Yeah, that works. That's probably the best spot. And they want a desk. Guess desk works there. Oh, but we have a wardrobe too. I think big heavy wardrobe, that feels like it should go maybe on this side. And then we've got the smaller shelf that can go on this side. A chair for the desk. That's pretty obvious where that goes. There we go. Desk lamp. Put them off to the sides. Ceiling lamp. Is that center? It's not. I think that's probably good. Wall decor. Maybe this one goes above the desk. Desk lamp can go right there. Mirror. I think let's put the mirror right here so that we're not having it pointed towards the desk nor the bed. That's all kinds of weird energies. And we've got a clock, which I guess is gonna go above the bed. Or should those be reversed? over there. This feels so heavy to put above the bed, though. I guess it's fine. That can stay right there. I am abnormally quiet. That's weird. Let me try... no, my mic is positioned correctly. Let me double check my filters. Right, increasing gain. Yeah, I'm noticing. Oh, there we go. I'm peaking. That's not right. Maybe I was just speaking quietly. But I think that's the correct thing there. Is that better? I hope so. I'll leave that open for now until I get confirmation. Okay. Thanks, widget! Alright. We have 3 stars, but we still have ones to do, so I wanna finish this one all the way through. Yes, I'm glad to hear it is much better. Now we've got leaves. Let's clean up again. So many leaves in this place. Though I suppose it's in a forest, so that kind of makes sense. And despite running all over this house, I don't know if I feel like I've actually gotten a layout of it in my head. I've just kind of been meandering the entire time. Which I'm normally better at, like, remembering layouts of places I've been. There we go. Now we've got more trash to clean up. I see why it wasn't too fussed about this, because this is more or less just the last bit outside. There we go. Vacuum. Let's see, what else can we yap about? I do always find it funny when I end up playing these chore-type games, because I am not the one that does the chores the most at my place. Only in video games am I like, let's go clean stuff. No, I pay more in rent. That's how I balance it out. Alright, shift enter to finish the job. We got a lot of money from that one. Oh, and now we get the before and after, which does not make much difference outside. Inside's where you're gonna see the differences. This room especially. Went from entirely unfinished to a pretty nice room. And then the pool room is just a little odd. But I think that's just because I find pool rooms a little odd. No need to save photos on that one. Now what do they say in response to me finishing the assignment? Man, they take a while to text. They are not a fast texter by any means if I am still waiting. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's because it was long. But within the deadline and no negative feedback too. It's rarely that I don't need to adjust our projects to include human error. I must admit I'm impressed. I'll help, or I'll keep you in mind for future last-minute adjustments. Fair enough. They're still gonna hire other people instead of us, but they will keep us in mind to fix those other people's issues. Do we want to do another job, or do we want to redo some areas? So definitely not the Christmas one. The Christmas one is too out of season. I am tempted to do the ugliest house one, because I want to see how bad this place is. But then we've also got, the spooky house, or a garden. Ooh, that place looks really nice, though. I'm curious about that place, and they're probably going to give it to us, to purchase and remodel after we do it, so we might do this one. I don't know, though, because garden, or do we want the ugliest house? I think I prefer a house in the, like, old part of town, rather than one on the beach. So I'm gonna go towards this one. That one seems nice. Because as much as I like the house that we're currently in for our office, I just don't quite like the layout. It doesn't quite fit what I'm going for. But man, they've got an overgrown garden here. We immediately just hop in and sell stuff, apparently. So many big plants and stuff blocking the way. There we go, got a bunch of those. Yeah, there's actually a lot of room over there now that it doesn't have the plants blocking it. Is that everything? Nope, I knew they would be hiding one. They normally do that. So they don't want to sell that, don't want to sell that. Thought they might want to sell these dead ones. Could make a seriously spooky house with those, I'm sure. Gotta have a little something for everyone. Is this trash? Yes, I knew that would be trash. Where did that fall from, though? Ah, I see where that goes. Let's put this back up. That is a cute little decorative detail. I bet those are shelves. Oh, there's a whole one missing there. Can I pick up this trash can? Nope, that's not a trash can we could use, apparently. Ah, here are the trash cans. We'll save those open for later. And then go through. I wonder if there's like even anything to do inside or whether this is entirely an outside job. It might be only outside, because they were mentioning that this was garden. Hi, Squee! And yes, Widget, I did play the first House Flipper. I believe I did that on stream too. Though it was a super long time ago. At least back when I was in my old, like one of my old models. But I assume they want this here like the other ones. Wait, you can extend this? Oh, I didn't know that. That's something new. But it's not tall enough now. What's up with that? No, I guess it is tall enough. I am not a Gleeby— oh, you want me to shapeshift into Gleeby Cat. Okay. Yes, I will shapeshift into Gleeby Cat. There you go. Oh wait, they want me to sell that? But I just bought that. Was that not what they wanted? I'm confused. Is there one on the other side too? Did one fall over here? Oh no, there's more plants to sell over here. We'll get rid of these first and then figure out what we're supposed to do with that, because I'm a bit lost on it. There we go. Almost all of the plants. No, there's still like 16 things to sell. Oh, we've got lawn mowing for beginners. Okay, so we'll probably have to use that lawnmower in a second. I guess let's start with the vacuuming up leaves again. Thought we had enough of that at the last job. Nope, we're doing a garden, so there's more vacuuming leaves. They are green like me. Or at least some of them are. Some of them are brown too. Well, actually no, that's more of an orange. So the orange also like me, I guess is kind of a weird way of saying it. Okay, how am I supposed to get the leaves that are like fully under this though? I guess like that. They're gone. I believe I've also gotten most of the original House Flippers DLCs. I didn't end up getting Dine Out though, because that one came out after House Flipper 2. So I didn't really see a point in getting one that was for a game that I wasn't really playing anymore, if that makes sense. Can I actually open this door? Oh, locked! Key must be nearby. Okay, so we've got to look for a key apparently. Oh, and these all need to be cleaned. Oh, no, I don't want to sit on the dirt, no! Yeah, that's gross. None of that. There we go. Nice clean table. Got that cleaned up. Oh, nope, no! Ah! I sat on the gross part again. There we go. Now I'd be fine sitting on those. We've got more leaves to vacuum up. No time for sitting. Gotta do things. Do you guys ever get the, like, feelings where it's just the... You've gotta be doing something. Even if you're supposed to be relaxing, you've gotta be doing something. I don't know if that's just me being, like, a really busybody type person, or what, but it is a very common thing. Oh, that's a really pretty particle effect. I didn't notice that until now. Okay, what else do we have to sell here? They're like... Oh, I saw it for a second. That one. Are there any others hidden here? Oh, no. It's telling me not to sell it. Some more... Ah, more of these. These are what they want sold. One left. Hey! Okay. Oh, I think this section's different than another section over there. Oh, and apparently a bird has the key, according to this. I'll have to keep that in mind. For now, we'll put a tray over here. Put the candles on it. That way, when the wax comes down from them, you're not going to damage your table or have a hard time cleaning it up just on the tray. There we go. And then they want 6 pillows. Looks like a lot of pillows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I suppose 1 for each seat, so it makes sense. There we go. 6 of those. Oh, and then we've got to mow the grass. Use? There we go. And then it's just get this stuff down. It's nice that the trees just go away when you're doing this. I think that's one of the nice quality of life things that they do, is you just can't collide with stuff. It's great. You just go through it. It'd be wonderful if that's how mowing your grass actually worked in real life. Because I've had some experience mowing grass before. I used to have to do it after, like, oh, hey, there's the key. I'll pick it up after we finish this. I'll finish the grass mowing story. But yeah, I used to have to mow the grass at my family's house. And originally it was my brother's job, but after he went to college and stuff, it became mine. And I got super lucky that I didn't have to do it in one of our houses, because we moved around a lot when I was a kid, where we had this massive hill in the backyard, where it was, like, I know we had a tree house on the upper part of the hill, and it was like a 3-story drop type thing of, like, that is how steep that area was. So I am very glad that I never had to try and mow that hill. But I remember we had a actual push mower instead of an electric one for a while, and I had to deal with that. And those things get stuck and are a bit of a pain to use. Though I think I'd prefer them to some electric mowers, yes. Mower is the word. Oh right, I still have to go back and get that key. But there's still one more section to do, so we'll finish this one first. Push mower is a good workout. You are absolutely right about that. I know the one that we had was like a little rinky-dink one too. It was like proper, tiny, just little bits of metal type thing that spun around. So I don't even think that one was harder to push most of the time than a normal electric mower was. But I don't think it did as good a job as an electric mower did either. So it's just one of those ones. You've got your trade-offs. And for the kind of smallish yard that we had there, it was mostly fine, though my parents did end up getting an electric one sometime. I forget exactly when. Oh, there's more that we have to mow over there. Okay, so we'll drop that, grab the key, unlock that door. Okay, now do I just open? I found the key though. Is this not the key? Collect. There we go. Okay. Oh man, there's even more in here. There better not be anything inside. This is already a big job. But no, I still want to see the inside, so I'm not going to be super upset if there is stuff inside too, because it's just, I get to go see inside. But I doubt it. I doubt there is stuff to do inside. We might just have to go explore after we finish the exterior. Use it as an excuse to say we're going and grabbing a drink of water or something. They would be nice enough to give us a drink of water, wouldn't they? I sure hope so. We've been outside all of this time, tending to their garden. A cup of water is the least we could ask for. Is that something to clean on there, or is that something to sell? Because that lawn light seems kind of busted, honestly. Though it could just be rusty. It might just be rusty. But I think rusty is still an issue, probably. Hi, Demon. Thank you for casting cuteness again. Might not look like it does anything, but it does make me happy. Let's spray down. Oh my gosh, that table was an entirely different color. I was not expecting that color. Are the chairs too? Look at that difference. Those are some seriously messed up chairs with that. Nope, it still works. Oh, but they do want to sell them. Good. So I was correct. Those are not good lights. They've passed their prime. And then we gotta sell these things too. Okay. What else do they need sold? We've still got like 40 things to sell. Ah, a whole bunch of stuff over here. Oh, and I bet these lights too? Yeah. I want to get rid of those. It's cute that they even have like butterflies and stuff though. Very cute. I thought that light was entirely knocked over too. Let's go with cleaning this one next. Yeah, that's the much lighter color we like. Not that that's a dig at, like, darker benches or anything. Those can be cool, too. They can especially look like... If you're going for the, what is it? The studious kind of look? There's a word for it. Dark academia. That's the one. Like, dark wood is wonderful for things like dark academia and stuff, but they're clearly going for bright and, like, airy feeling out in the garden. Though, honestly, I probably would have just left these petals. They look really cute as they are. Who needs them picked up? Though I think that's also just the kind of sentiment from my family as well, because we never, like, raked leaves or anything either. It was always just run them over at the mower. It's fine. They'll turn into mulch. all is good. Though, actually no, we did rake leaves at one house. I think that was just because it was in, like, a nicer neighborhood with a much firmer HOA, though. Because they would not be happy with your front lawn looking a mess. So I suppose it makes sense for some things. Spray that down. There we go. Much lighter. That one's almost a green color, I think. Or is that a mint? Maybe seafoam. Seafoam seems like the better way of describing that color. Okay, so we managed to clean everything up. Still got one item to sell. What are we missing? We missed a plant somewhere. Somewhere there is a plant that we need to sell. And it is one of the pallweeds, I believe. Pallweeds somewhere around here. Where the heck is this guy? I know my perception's low, so if anyone spots it, please shout. Because Squee can attest that I have been looking around for, like, a paper ball or something at some point, and just unable to find it. So I would not be surprised if I'm here for a couple minutes, looking for this random tall plant that we need to sell. Where the heck is this thing? Like, I swear we swept the entire garden. It's gotta be somewhere. Like, they wouldn't send me on a goose chase trying to find something to sell that doesn't exist. It's not how this game works. I'm running out of places it could be. Look over by the dark bench again? You mean the seafoam one here? We've got the seafoam bench, and then we've got the lighter, tannish bench there, and then the tables. But I'll look over by this one first. I don't see it though. Unless it was like one of these? Because I thought it was one of those ones that had like the orange flowers on it, but I guess not. That was one you were thinking? Well, it still gave me- oh, found it! It was by the other bench! So you were still correct with bench. So you pointed me in the right place, Artwood, even if you didn't mean to. Oh, and then we can just summon the lawnmower, apparently. That's cool. And it's nice that we cannot run over the flowers. They just despawn for a moment. You should take it. You were accurate. And then we've got one more patch back here, I think. It's a shame. This one has like nice natural poppies and everything. Wildflowers are always fun. So let's cancel that. And then buy the lanterns. Though speaking of wildflowers, I used to actually volunteer at a nature center for a while, and they sold like these wildflower bombs, where they were seeds of wildflowers that were native to the area, and that was super cool to see. Because they kind of posed it as a, hey, if you know of like this muddy ditch near your work or something, toss wildflowers into it. It's a great way to increase the local flora while also just prettying up an area that you see a lot. And you don't have to do any care or anything because they naturally grow there. You're just reinserting them, essentially. So we've got some kind of picnic. Oh no, not a picnic setup. This is for the table over here. Oh, and also it has been 15 minutes since the shapeshift, so I can go back to the maid. There we go. Let's put, I think we'll do one like that, and then one over here. That's kind of gonna bug me though. It feels like it's just ever so slightly off the table. But I can't put them too close together, otherwise it doesn't like it. I've got to scoot that one over, and then scoot that one over. There we go. Now they are not where they're bussin'. And then we can do Frank should probably go on this side, that side there. And then I assume that we can put the teacups on the saucers? Yes, we can. That's one of the really nice things about this game. Also, not precise placement. We want it to snap. No? Or we could snap to the saucer. I guess that's fine. Position like that. There we go. And then they need the teapot between them. Put that there. And then a picnic basket. Right there. Or should I put the picnic basket on the floor? I think we'll leave it on the table. It just kind of feels like it almost... No, I guess it doesn't really get in the way. Even if you're, like, super short, you still see plenty of the garden. Pillows are probably for the benches, so let's go back to those. Put one of each on each bench. Actually, we'll put these two on this bench. That looks like it's clipping through there. I don't like clipping. There we go. And this one over here. There we go. That's actually... I like the pink and the green combo. Quite nice. That looks like it works well. Ah, dang it. They want me to plant lavender. I hate lavender. I actually have a problem with lavender. Because whenever I smell lavender, it makes me really anxious, like to the point that I'll start pacing. And I have no explanation for why that's the case. It just has been since, like, I don't even know how long, actually. A stupid amount of time, basically. Because it has been, like, I remember I came home from college at one point, and my sister-in-law had put a, like, plug-in air freshener in my bedroom, and it was lavender scented. And the moment I walked in, I had to immediately walk back out. Like, I unplugged it first, because I realized what it was, but then had to immediately, like, unplug it and walk back out, because I just could not, for the life of me, stand to be in the room with lavender. I think that's the ones we're missing. And then bigger one there. Hey! Okay. We've got this section done. Let's sell that. Get rid of it. That is actually a really nice area. Though, I feel like, if I was to buy this house, I would probably empty out this area and then turn, like, main house into proper living house, and then do a, second offshoot that was just, like, a home office, essentially. Because that would be a super cool setup. Then you wouldn't have to worry about how loud you're being while, like, streaming or anything, either. It'd be great. But nah. For now, I live in an apartment with roommates. Luckily, they know what I do. So that they're not too fussed about it. I've actually, recently done some, voice acting work for a friend of mine, and I ended up warning my boyfriend, like, hey, if you see me, or if you hear me saying weird things, I am doing a recording, I'm reading a script, I promise I am not sitting here flirting with someone, that is just something I have to read. So it was quite funny. I think it came out well, though. So that's good, and then we've got this section. What do we have to buy? Oh, we have to sell a window. Okay, so sell that window, I guess? Sell that. I suppose that one? Oh, they want to turn this into a doorway. That makes more sense. Okay. That is the correct side. Matching your desire for an actual recording booth and not a closet above a neighbor playing drums. Yeah, that is completely fair, Heartwood. I totally understand that feeling. And I know I've gotten quite lucky with my neighbors in this place, because I think the only noisy neighbor that we really have here is a child that lives above us. But even that's, like, it's mostly just them thumping around as they're, like, running from one side of the house to the other type thing. So it's not like they're screaming or anything, so it's generally fine. There's not super many issues. Put that there. How many of these do we need? 2 more? Ooh. Bit of lag there for a second. So let's do 1 over here. And then maybe that one there. Are these smaller? No, they aren't. We'll do right there. And then 1 in this spot that just looks like it needs something. Alright, so we've got that side done. Oh, we must actually have some interior things then, because we've done all the exterior stuff. Hey, we got stuff inside. Means we get to explore a little bit. So you've got the kitchen off this way. It's a pretty tight kitchen, but it looks like it's well laid out. And we've got living room, well, dining and living room. Main doors. Oh, this looks like a mess. I've got to clean this right away. I wonder how they got so many scratches on the floor too. Or they look like scratches, but they cleaned up, so I guess they weren't. There's a couple more stains. There's 1 there. Is that all of them? No, I'm missing some stain somewhere. Is it like a ceiling stain? I know they like to hide those. Okay, magic eyesight, go. Where is this last stain? Oh, it's behind this, okay. There we go, we got the stain. And that was the door we put down that leads outside. Is this? Okay, so that's the half bath that they have there. And they want to, I assume, sell that. Yeah. They want to sell all of these. What are they going to turn this room into, I wonder? That does not tell me much. They do want to sell this door frame, though. Let's sell that. Ah, so this is now kind of an entry. Got a small table, a couple chairs. Coat rack. Go on this full, I guess? Oh, they want another chair. How do you want to fit all of this in here? This feels wrong. I guess we'll do that. And then doormat. Okay, doormat go out. That's fine. Clock. Okay. Clock, I guess, makes sense. Some shades. Guess shade there. Brush it down. Sure, that one can be kind of rolled up. We'll leave it like that. That way we put... This feels like waiting room vibes. That's what I'm getting from this. I don't know what is a waiting room to, though. Let me ask you about that. Got miscentered. There we go. Those are now in place. I think since this is feeling waiting room vibes, we're just gonna lean into the waiting room a little bit. Put this in the corner instead. So that way we can kind of reshuffle these chairs. There we go. What is in this box? Got a book of some kind. An illustrated guide to Pinnacle Fisheries, apparently? Let me guess, another magazine? Yep. This is definitely waiting room vibes. National Geographic. Whoa! I was not expecting big painting to come out of there. Go with that one. Okay, that's all of those. Wait, is there more in here? No? Oh, finished surfaces. Okay, yes, there is more. It is very waiting room reading material. That is exactly what it is. Though I did actually used to have a subscription to National Geographic as a kid. I remember, specifically, there was one time that we left it on the, like, kitchen table or something. Just open to some random page, because why not? It's there, type thing. And then, just during... I don't even remember what meal this was during... I think it was during dinner, surely. But I think it was my dad, just was sitting there, looked at it, and went, "Why do we have penguin genitals open on the kitchen table while we're eating?" And I looked down, and that is indeed the page it was on. Just something about the mating habits of penguins, basically. And I can honestly say that that is not the weirdest thing I have had said at one of our dinner tables. And especially not in public either. Because that was at our kitchen table. At frickin' Olive Garden, when I think it was the first dinner that my sister-in-law was at, my dad brought up fish fornication. So we've always had, like, a little bit of a weird balance of subject matter at our eating situations. So it's just silly. We're a very silly family. I think of what other... Like, that's kind of one of the problems, though, with it being so silly so often, is that I don't even remember, like, most of them anymore. Fish fornication is just one of the funny ones to say, which is why I've said it enough that I remember it. But there is certainly plenty of things that we have talked about as a family that I just don't remember. I remember some of my dad's stories from when he was in the military. That's one thing I remember. What else we got in? We're missing something. We're missing like 11 stains. Let's just go through and sell things. It's gonna be easier to get the stains after we sell things. In fact, I'm pretty sure I said this earlier in the stream that you should sell things then clean. Ah, well. I hope they want to replace all those, or that it's an entirely different kind of office. Definitely need different curtains. Those are very dark. Which aren't necessarily bad if dark's what you're going for, but it's kind of its own thing. Sell that. Nothing else to sell in here? What else? Oh, we're missing 2 boots and a dresser. Oh, boot 1, dresser. Where's the other boot? Ah, there it is. I don't know why they were so separated. Though I suppose with those kinds, they're not the... Like, people don't often break both their legs or both their ankles at once. It's like they're more likely to break one or the other when they, like, fall and land on one. So I suppose it makes sense to have only one of those kinds of boots. Or at least, like, not grouped in pairs, because it's not gonna be often that you need a pair. I don't know, though. I've never injured my leg. I've injured plenty of other things, but I don't think I've ever injured one of my legs like that. I've broken an arm. I've broken an arm, and I've, like, messed up my back to the point that I need to go to a chiropractor, because I fell down stairs. That was not fun. It certainly left me with quite the story, though. Because that was, I fell down a set of stairs and, like, did a front flip on the way down, then slid down the last 5 steps. And my brother immediately thought that I was faking it to get out of piano practice. My mom was very quick in realizing that no, something had gone wrong. These on all of them. There we go. And then, oh, looks like they are still doing physical therapy because they do want to replace a bunch of the stuff and now have sink and such. Where do we want to put? I think, let's scoot this under the table for now. Make sure that's out of the way. I think maybe next to the door? And then they can do... Actually, rather than sink flush against the door, let's do this cabinet. Then scoot that over. Oh, that is not over enough. That needs to be over a smidge more. There we go. And then we've got the big drawers and little drawers. And then big drawers again. It feels like I've stuck them together too much though now. Maybe doing the little drawers on the other side and this on the far end would be better. I don't know why I'm fussing over it so much when this is not going to be something that I ever see again after this, but it's nice to do. I like making things look nice. Although that being that door makes it feel odd on the end there. You normally open that the other way. I think we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it as is. Or we're not! Okay, because I want a door over there! So let's move these to the side. We'll figure out where to put them after we put the door in. And they want door handle facing that way. Maybe on the back wall is where we put sink and stuff. If these fit snugly, it's gonna be very nice. I think let's do little drawer. That there. Oh, over a bit more. And then do a set of drawers. Come on. We've got the precise placement that it wasn't snapping as easy. Is this gonna fit? It does! Yay! And that makes loads more sense. That's how that should open up. That's a lot better. Okay. And then bookcase. I guess behind the desk is where I would normally put bookcase. It depends on what kind of books that get thrown here. A stool and a chair. Just put chair there. A mirror. I'm having a bit of trouble laying out this place in my head. Just put mirror there. And then we can do the gym ladder. Ladder there. Massage table. Maybe like there. And then towel. Towel probably goes next to the sink. That feels like it makes sense. And then we've got an anatomy poster. Several anatomy posters. Gotta somehow fit 3. I think we're gonna scoot this. Put that there for now. I kind of want to put the posters nicely lined up. So if we're having that there, that's gonna need to scoot this. Maybe we rotate this there? Or we swap places with these. So the gym ladder, whatever it is, can be right there. That can be there. Gives us quite a bit of room. And then we have the gym balls. I guess just put those there. Roller. What if we just... Can we put that in there? Yeah, so store roller there. Dumbbells. Yeah, though I suppose we probably want those on the floor instead. Maybe we scoot the... no. We'll keep those there. Say the dumbbells were placed to keep them from rolling away or something. There we go. And now we need to finish surfaces. We'll do the waves, like we did out in the other room. So that feels like backsplash. This should be waves. We'll want to pull out the other finish as well. Should have done the finish before I put the bookcase in, though. Now I feel like I'm going to squeeze awkwardly around it. I hope I got all of it. I'm not sure I did. Ah, frick, I messed that up. No! Okay. We'll see if it makes me correct it. If not, it's probably staying as it is. Unless I get annoyed by it and fix it myself. That is not out of the realm of possibility, I'll be honest. But you can tell that they wanted this here since the backsplash is there. Can I use my copy style? Hold that. Hold Q. There we go. Now I can fix that one spot there. Oh, I forgot I have a flashlight. I can't sell that? Oh, well, I'm not on the sell tool. That's why I can't sell that. There we go. So I'm betting behind that I missed a spot. Yes, I did. Okay. Grab that finish. There we go. We're at 2 stars. There is a lot to do with this place, honestly. There we go, got both of those done. Now let's move this to... probably not on the desk for now. Alright, more weights. That one, I guess I'll keep under the desk. Got a bunch of these. I assume they're like different weights, so it kind of makes sense to have a whole bunch of different ones. It just makes it a pain to figure out where we're putting them. Okay, I think the shelf is supposed to be for the weights, is what I'm realizing. So how do we... because there's no books. So if we want to do weights somewhere that's easier to grab, I guess like here? And then we can do big heavy ones on the bottom. And then I feel like these are the heavier ones for some reason. Okay, so I can shift it over. We'll instead put these on the other side. There we go. And then pink ones can go like up one. And for some reason I feel like the blue would be the lightest. Those go on top. And then do the smaller weights on this side. Yeah, that feels much more organized. And then where did I hide that roller? Is the other thing. I've already forgotten. Did I put it in here? Yes, I did. This can also go up here. There we go. That seems to be this room done. What else have we got? So we didn't have anything in the kitchen. Oh, we did have something in here that we didn't do. We need to sell this. And then they want wardrobe. And I assume it's gonna be like wardrobe on either side. A shoe cabinet. Umbrella stand. And coat rack. That surprisingly fills out the space well. We've now got 3 stars. So is that all that we needed to do here? That was that way. What's the upstairs like? So we've got master bedroom here, I assume? Ooh, they've got a nice little balcony here. And then walk-in closet that is fully... Well, not even fully kind of filled in, because it's just got random splattering of stuff, it feels like. I don't know whether I like this tub or not. It feels like the wrong scale, almost. Like, if I crouch down next to it, like, maybe that would work? But also, like, compare that to the tub. It just feels like you're gonna sit with your legs scrunched up. Which, I mean, if it's deep enough, I guess that's fine. But it's still weird. Like, the shower feels bigger than the tub. You shouldn't need that much room for a shower when you've got, like, tub like that. I don't know. I'm just being nosy and looking around their house. Oh, they've got even a finch in the painting. I think that's a finch? No, that's a robin, isn't it? I don't know my birds, apparently. All I know is how to chase them. Oh, there is a third floor. Thought there would be. But we'll check in this room first. This is other... Ah! Okay, other door. This is bedroom facing the front. They've got a crab place across the way. And then... what is that? They've got like a toad. And I don't know what kind of place would just have a toad as their mascot. I'm kind of feeling like it's like a bar or something. That's just kind of vibe I'm getting. I can't tell what any of the other places around here are. Is this also a bathroom? Yes, this is a bathroom, just a shower, so this is the kind of guest suite. Might have enough space to be an office. It'd be nice to have an office space in the front. Though, I suppose, if you had, like, cars and stuff going by, that wouldn't be as good. Oh, this is such a cozy attic, though. If only heat didn't rise. That is the eternal problem with attic, in my opinion. Is I am just gonna get overheated. I know at the last apartment, I had my office upstairs, and Sam had his desk downstairs. And we ran into it a couple times where just my computer was overheating me. And he was sitting down there in a very cold apartment, essentially. There we go, so we'll finish that job. Maybe we do want to do the house now. We're essentially halfway through the stream, so it doesn't make sense to swap from jobs to do in-house now. It's just a matter of which one we want to get, and whether we want to do it as, like, another office and sell our current office, or if we want to do a house for someone else that we're just planning on selling off. I'm not sure which way I want to go yet. I guess we'll see what houses are for sale and figure out what we want to do from that. If we get this house, we might do office. Because this was nice house. It'll be interesting to see if we could turn the kind of outer garden place into an office. So I'm sure anyone who likes gardening would be saddened by that. I sure hope I saw the garden. I was the one who did it. Ah, yes. You found the key and cleaned it, yes. I vaguely remember a children's book called The Secret Garden. So it's like itching the, like, part in the brain where it's like, I've heard this before. I feel like I've read it. I don't remember it at all. I freaking remember Muzzy more than I remember The Secret Garden, but I think that's because I watched Muzzy more. Oh, raccoon in a tree. Alright. let's look at what houses are available now. So we've definitely still got some locked houses. The one that we just did was over in Old Pinnacove? Okay. It used to be a bar, apparently. Oh, there's some other Old Pinnacove houses that are possible, though. I think Desolate Villa is the other one that we just did. That one I don't think I fully liked the layout on it, so I don't think we'll go that one next. Fairy Tale House was super cute, but it's also super small. Probably not. I don't remember Cobblestone House. Forest Cabin was really tiny, but if I remember, it had a basement, which might be interesting. Though I'm also just not a foresty type person, I guess. I am not an outdoor cat. I am very much an indoor cat. I think that's one of the reasons why I also don't like the beach houses. Because that feels very, very outdoorsy, in a way, but also, like, dangerous when it comes to flooding and stuff. So I don't want to deal with that. Even in games, I cannot get away from the thoughts of, but what if tropical storm caused problem? That does not sound fun. That is someone else's dream, not mine. Suburbs, maybe? Verdant Nook, I could probably turn that garage into something interesting. That's a 2-car garage, so that's pretty big then. I'm not sure about the house left behind. I don't know what the difference for that one is. Compact definitely does not sound right for us. So I think we will... Do I have enough? Oh, I don't even have enough for the alligator bar. Oh, I'm RGB. Hi, Drab. Since we don't have enough for the alligator bar, I guess let's do a house for someone else. Chat, do you guys want to come up with themes that I could try and incorporate into this house? Or shout out one of the houses that you see here? It has to be in budget, though. It has to be, like, less than half our current wallet, otherwise I'm not going to have enough to actually redo it. So I'm currently leaning towards... Over the Garage might be fun. Verdant Nook is another fairly nice one if I recall. Though if we're wanting something for someone else, then maybe the Waterfront House? Or the Woodland Hostel is very expensive. Forest Cabin might be fun to do. So that could be another one. I think... Let's go with one of these cheaper ones. So... Forest Cabin? Alright, we'll do Forest Cabin. We will buy Forest Cabin, and then let's go to the house and see its state, and then we'll see if we're either making it for someone else or doing it for our office. First things first, get rid of all this stuff. There are a lot of weeds and stuff around here. I suppose those little ones we didn't need to sell there. Those should be fairly normal. Oh, this is just crashed in. You had to hold to sell that one. That one's a troublemaker. Okay, before I get too distracted with the garden, let's go check out the actual house we're working with. Because it does not want to let me in. Hang on. Too much trash. Too much trash by the entrance, I guess. There we go. So we've got this place. Yeah, it is very, very small, very tight. There's just a closet back there. And then we've got... Not? Oh, there's the stairs to the basement. Holy cow, there was a bear in here or something. And then, yeah, this is This is a bit of a mess. I think we'll start down here and work our way up. Freaking beam. Apparently heavy objects are harder to sell. Okay, so we've either got a giant raccoon or a bear wearing raccoon slippers, I guess? Because that does not look like the size of any raccoon I've seen. That's for sure. Did Godzilla come back as a raccoon or something? Okay, and who's keeping knives like this in drawers and creepy basements? Oh, I guess it's a wood carving knife. I guess that makes more sense. That is just me being paranoid, apparently. That's fine. I think I've got most of that now. Now we just sell all this stuff. Don't want the plants or anything in here. I'm gonna have to see how I can fix the hole in the floor. Rocco the giant raccoon. I suppose that makes sense. It does feel like a raccoon name now that I have said it. And yeah, I do think it was a carpenter's workshop in the basement. I don't understand the giant bear tracks. Oh, I think he trapped a bear in here. At least I'm assuming bear. That's the only thing I can think of that would be that size. Unless we are literally talking about the giant raccoon Rocco who has been trained in martial arts and that's how he broke out. Who knows? Either way, he's not here, and I am glad for that, because I don't want to have to chase away a previous tenant. That does not sound fun. I sure hope it's a headcanon and not reality, I'll be honest. Is this, like, blood over here, though? This does not look good. That's too red to be blood, unless it's, like, fresher blood? Like, not super fresh blood, mind you, that's not the bright red that's, like, the fresh blood. But that's still... It still feels like it's red enough that it's not more than, like, a couple days old or something. I think let's go for clearing down this extra wool here. Did I? Okay, no, I didn't. Good. I was worried I was gonna break the extra stuff there for some reason. Not the extra stuff, the, like, ceiling. I don't want to break the ceiling. We're not trying to raise the roof here. This isn't a club. There we go. Now the question is, what do we turn this basement space into that isn't creepy? Because I don't know what we're using this space for. I'm currently just trying to clear it out so that we have a blank slate to work with. I did not, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. I would be very surprised if this was a load-bearing wall. Wait, can I break that wall? Why can I break... Okay, no, I can't break that. See, this is a load-bearing wall. That's why I can't break that. What is that? What have we found there? Wait, what? It was a beaver! I assume anyways. There's just cake hidden behind a wall and a picture of a beaver. The beaver is alive! Yeah, I don't entirely know how that worked for the beaver, but it seems he got out. We'll just get rid of these two. We want to get rid of all that wiring. Can we eat the cake or anything? It does make sense that it was a beaver, though. The beaver is a lie, still for record. Yeah, that sounds about right. What is... I don't know what this does. I'm just gonna sell this stuff and get rid of the trash. There we go. But if I recall, the mascot for this game is a beaver, so beaver does make sense. There we go. We've now got that cleaned up. Let's try building up, filling that. There we go. Okay, no more hole in the floor. And then I guess let's try filling in this spot as well. Don't like the human print strap behind the brick wall. Yeah, I was trying not to pay too much attention to that, I feel like. I feel like I just filled in a gap on there. Possibly? I also don't feel like it's the first time I've cleaned up a crime scene in this game. I would not be surprised, is basically what I'm saying. Because someone's gotta buy the houses after someone's been murdered in them. And what are you gonna do with them other than flip them and try and sell them again? Alright. Let's sell all this stuff, and then we'll probably knock down all the walls in here too, aside from... I'll probably leave bathroom where it is, that feels like a good spot for it. But I think the rest of this could do with much less claustrophobia, I think, is probably the way to put it. Oh, did you not see the house when we first walked into it, Adam? Because it is indeed a mess. There we go. Of course. Yeah, there's currently like holes in the wall and everything that we need to repair. I wonder if we might just want to add an extension entirely. We'll have to see once I get stuff cleaned up what we want to do with it. That's one of the reasons why I like going the route of just blank slate it. Because you never know what you're gonna run into. I know in House Flipper 1, there was a house where if you broke down one of the interior walls, then you ended up getting like a recreation of the Starry Night painting. And it was very cool. So that's one of the reasons why it's... You just gotta... You gotta blank slate it and remove everything that you don't need, because you never know what it's gonna uncover. That's garbage bag. Sell all of these. I'll have to look and see if there's a way to just add a basement to a house. I doubt it, but it would be super nice if just any of these houses you could add a basement to. But I don't know how to do that, so I don't think it's possible. I think the house has to come with a basement first. Oh man, we're gonna have to redo this deck entirely. Like, this is a serious mess. Uncover that. Alright, it's at least looking more workable. It's still in utter shambles, but we can work with this. You're more worried about me breaking down a wall and finding a body? I have not seen any skeletal remains or other remains in this game yet, so I think we're fine. We do have plenty of room to make an extension if we want one. Heck, we could just tear down the entire house and rebuild it from the ground up if we so chose. I don't know how much of a challenge I want to take on today. I think we'll get rid of the stumps. I don't think we need these. What do you guys think? Should we go with a base blueprint of the house, or should we try and go ham and extend it? Or redo it entirely? I suppose that's 3 options. You know what? I have not done a poll in a while. Let's do a poll for this. How do I add a poll? There we go. Manage poll. So new poll. So house plan, follow the original blueprint. Follow the original plan, I guess. Is what I'll put, because blueprint's too long. Add extension. Or redo entirely. And then we'll set that for probably 5 minutes. I'll work on the I'll work on the exterior in the meantime. Why am I in a maid dress? Because I'm doing chores. Because I'm cleaning. Why wouldn't I be in a maid dress if I'm doing maid's duties? I'm literally dressed for the job I'm doing. Yeah, let me know if you guys want me to run through the house to remind you of what the layout is. Oh, the other option is, hang on, let me just tear down these interior walls while I wait for the results of the poll as well. Because that'll give you guys a better idea of how much space we've actually got to work with inside. Why am I sinking? I felt like I was sinking into the floor there. That and people like seeing the maid dress, so why shouldn't I pull it out every once in a while? There we go. So we'll destroy all of the interior walls except for the ones leading to the bathroom. Because if we stick with the original layout, the bathroom is staying where it is. The rest is just probably getting more open concept. Oh, and there's a light fixture I forgot to sell. Sell that and the light fixture. Do you not like the maid dress? Is that what you're saying? There we go, got most of them, just this wall remaining now. Actually no, I suppose we've got a couple more walls. Because I forgot the closet was there. That one. We've got to leave that upper trim there for that support pillar. Because that bit's load bearing. We could probably adjust it if we need to, though. Alright, so yeah. That is the actual footprint we've got here now. I'll just vacuum up the leaves. Leaves and pebbles, apparently. I do think that's one thing that this game has done very well, is use the jobs that you get around town to teach you how to actually flip a house. Because building the tutorial into the gameplay like that is very good. And we've still got all of the, I guess, beaver tracks. No, wait, don't beavers have webbed feet? That doesn't look like the tracks of something with webbed feet. So surely that's not a beaver. I don't know. I don't know what it is now. It's certainly something. It's something I would rather not see. Okay, so we got that uncovered. Move the light there. Might as well clean the wall. Well, I'm pretty sure if we refinished the wall, that would also get rid of that. But might as well just clean it while we're at it. Don't want to be like the frickin' apartment complexes that just paint over everything that's on the walls and you end up with like a fly trapped under the paint or something. We are not that kind of renovator. Got more here. Over here. Is that all of them? Oh no, we missed one spot there. Time for magic eyes. Oh, we missed quite a bit in here though. All those. Oh, the poll ended. What was the results? Results 3-way tie! Okay, guess it's up to me then. I don't know. I guess I'll see how I feel as I do more of it. Is that... we'll do out here. Ah, this part looks like just terrible though. Window. There we go. I don't know why the window is so red. There we go. And then all of this just needs to be... We're not using any of this. Nah. Don't trust it. I'm noticing that there's like this weird thing where it's like leaving behind a shadow whenever I sell something. I think that's like the ambient occlusion taking a second to catch up. But that feels odd. So I don't know. We'll sell the light fixture. I assume that's the roof it's saying I can sell. I'd rather not sell that roof though. What do we want to do? Let's get rid of these things. We can add some back later if we want, but they're going to get in the way of doing any resurfacing on the walls and such. We could add a cute back patio too. Guess we'll get rid of that. But I do want to add a back door. Adding a back door would be nice. So if we do... do we have access to roofs right now? Instructions? No? Those are like decks and stuff. Outdoor hobbies isn't correct either. That's all plants. So I guess it would be under architecture. Yeah, so there's roof. I think we want to stick kind of cabiny feeling. So we don't want to go too ornamental. Probably just pull out roof. Whoa. Okay, that's That's different. I wasn't expecting free cam like this. Let's say they start here, and then maybe out to there? But I don't want hip roof. That's not right. We want to sell that roof. And then try that again. So we don't want hip, gable. What other ones we have? Half hip, sloped, hip corner. Let's try sloped. If we try one that's like from there to there. What? It said no. What? Why did it say no? Oh, is this functioning entirely different than I thought? It is a bit. Oh, it doesn't like going under the other roof. It's trying to connect, I guess. Seems like an oversight. I do have an idea though. So cancel, and then we sell the roof again. And then if we do building from there, stretch it out like that. That should give us platform to build our thing off of. So then we can do the roof again. We want not hip, we want sloped. Problem is it seems to be going up instead of down. We need to figure out how many blocks tall we want this. It's gonna be maybe, no, it's not even doing, like that's not, what is it? It's not a right triangle. Well, it is a right triangle. It's not one of those right triangles that has two of the sides that are the same length and the hypotenuse that are different. I forget what those are called. It's been a while since I've taken geometry or whatever. It does seem weird that you can't say this is the top that I want it to reach. You know, we're just gonna guess. We're gonna say start here. Go. No, because that's. Well, I suppose we could do it like that, and then we just fill in on our side. So we'd have to destroy what we put there. Problem is that's too far over on that side now? How does that even work? Cancel. We'll sell that. Still wrong. Roofs are hard, apparently. But I really want to add this. I feel like it could be really cute. Sloped again. Let's go there. No, that is way too low. Okay. Go there. So that's one thing, is we can just figure out what height we need this to be at first. That almost feels, I think, one higher than that. Maybe even one higher than that? No, I guess lower was correct. No, that's... the problem is trying to get it... I think like there? Well, now I have to figure out how to get that properly lined up, because that's not correct at all either. All that. Do we have like greenhouse roof or something that I could try as well? Green. Nope, those are wool tables. No, I'm not seeing anything. The under windows? No. I don't see greenhouse stuff anywhere. So I guess we're back to architectural elements then. It's gonna be more trial and error. If I try this and fail many more times, then I'm just gonna not. That's an acceptable one. Because then we can just adjust that. That works. Oh, we don't even need to majorly adjust that. We can just build it up a little bit more. And it should even out on that, and then we just need to get up there and fill in that top bit. Can't just hop on the roof though. Should be able to kind of MacGyver this. I think that filled it in? Yeah, it seems to have done the trick. That is a very kind of low overhang though. And we'll do out to there. And then I suppose keeping that as a step down, well no, because that pokes into there, so this does need to be at the same height as the rest of the house then. I think I picked a hard corner to do that on though. No, it wasn't that difficult, okay. So that seems to work. And then we'll want roof up to there. Can I crawl out of there? Yes, I can. Good. Okay, and that's not poking too much out of the top. That's good. I was a bit worried that it might. And this should let us fill in this wall. That'll also let me just knock down the wall that currently has the weird hole in it. That's nice. There we go. Not too bad. And up to that point on this one. I think we'll break in from the other side. And actually nicely lined that up. Well, I planned that, didn't I? I'm surprised by something I intended to do. I guess I'm just forgetful like that. This one's gonna take a lot of smaller passes, though. Ah, no! That's not what I want! No, cancel the build, please! Aw, I have to finish building that. Now I have to break that down. Worked too quickly. Now I gotta undo my work. Where did I get my background music? All my background music was composed for me by Atomi's and Poppy. If you look in the top left-hand corner, you can actually see the name of the song and the credits. I'm hoping to get more from him soon. I've been helping him get his computer back up and running. Got him a new graphics card for it. So hopefully he'll be back to working on stuff soon. If you're looking for music of your own, I can get you in contact with him. I think most of the stuff that I got through an art trade with him though, so I'm not sure if he's charging anything at the moment. Because I worked on avatar stuff for him. Ooh, I'll have to let him know you're looking then. Though it'll probably be after he finishes his computer. Because currently it is turning on but not displaying anything, I believe is his current issue. But I don't know how long it'll take to fix. But he's at least got the most expensive stuff out of the way for trying to get it fixed. But he's done a lot of good stuff. That's it. There we go. Oh, the floor is not level with it. We can work with that. I'm sure we can work with that. Now that we've got floor opened up a little bit, that does feel less claustrophobic. I do like that. Got bathroom there. Still don't know what I'm gonna use the basement for. And then so much left to do outside too. I think first things first, let's see about changing that roof. Because that roof does not quite match. Did we want it to go a bit longer? Oh, you would also like an introduction, Heartwood? I will definitely reach out for that then. I might ping him in the Discord. Because if everyone's in my Discord as well, I think you both are. I'm not sure though. But I'll let him know that you're both looking. Sloped. You doing today? Very nice, very nice. It is a very, very silly place, I like to think. But from what I've seen, everyone's friendly. That is fair, Adam. Though I also don't think you have to worry too much with this Discord. I know people were just sending memes earlier. So it's not like everyone's super serious. Is this not gonna like this? Oh yeah, that does not look good. So if I want it to have an overhang, it needs to be all done as one then? Alright, so I guess I'm gonna be selling some roofs and redoing them. Though I know, social anxiety is a very common issue I've seen. Heck, I suffer from it myself. So do not feel like you're alone in that. That is good. I know food service can get very crazy. Though I speak of that only from frickin' fast food work, and that was working as cashier at Dairy Queen, basically. And that was well before college and stuff, so I don't assume it's changed much since then. I'd be a bit surprised if, like, food service has changed wildly since then. Maybe I'll do, like, one less, and then just fill it in with actual bricks and stuff. Yes, it was me that crashed the Dairy Queen! I'm surprised you remember that story. I told that story, when was that? That was during your first anniversary stream, wasn't it? That was a lot of fun. Not crashing the Dairy Queen, your first anniversary stream. Yes, birthday stream, that's what it was. I knew it was something. I just forgot which one exactly. And that is fair, Adam. Food service is a very interesting job. Gotta fill in the gaps here. You remember the story but thought it was someone else? Yeah, I don't think many people would think that the person who works in, works with computers in their day job and in their hobby would be the person to crash a point of sale thing. But no, that was me. I was in fact the person who did that. It is absolutely wild that I went to college for computer science and was also the person to take down an entire restaurant. Alright, can I hop up there now? No, I can't. Okay, let's get something I can stand on for that. Building accessories. Ladder, maybe? A ladder function for this? Ladder feels almost too tall. We'll try. Oh, I've got it pointed the wrong direction though. There we go. Up the ladder. Yay! Okay, that works. I need a build tool. We want to fill in this whole gap up here. There we go. Now that feels like better construction. Hi Shade, how are you? And then we don't want cell, we want to change style on all of these roofs. The do not clip with other roofs is an interesting one. Do not be clipped by other roofs? I don't know what either of those do. Get rest if you need it! I'm gonna have to figure out how these things work. That one says do not clip other roofs. So I assume that means like it'll stop at the roof? Whereas the do not be clipped by other roofs forcefully stops other roofs? I don't know. I don't know how it all works. I think let's go with the wooden shingles. How do I change the sides, though? That's what I want to figure out. Oh, maybe the sides are just... Yeah, I think those are just wall ones. So if we get... where is it? Surface finishes, there we go. And then we want some kind of wood paneling surface finish. Maybe walnut? Unless we want brighter. I think let's go... we probably want airy on this, so let's go with something brighter. We could do ash or... weathered driftwood might look good. We want something yellower, maybe the yellow wood? I think doing a warm... I want to do like a warm mix with green for this. Something where it's like a very relaxing cabin. So maybe mahogany? No, mahogany's too red for this. Cool drift is gonna mix with the thing too much. Ash, maybe. Ash could work. Or we've got, birch. Birch could work. Elm. You have the yellow wood. Let's go with yellow. I think yellow wood will work for this. Take that. What do you guys think? Is yellow wood what we want here? Maybe just yellow wood for the surface? Like the underneath of it, but do a lighter one on the side? It kind of works, kind of doesn't. I'm leaning towards leaving it. I'm leaning towards leaving though. And then doing we'll play down in the horizontal line. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Oh, though we do want to keep our stone base so that we're not bringing this wood all the way into the ground. That's probably not gonna go very well for weathering. We should be able to just yoink the finish from this. There we go. Do we want the irregular cobbles or do we want to change it? I think they match the warm tone well. I think we'll stick with them. Plus it saves me having to redo all the rest there. Anything to save work is good. There we go. These ones are going to be a little bit thing. Oh, shoot. Well, okay. We can come back to that one. That's not too bad. It's not one that we had the correct thing anyways. I'm trying to decide what kind of siding I want to put on it. I want to put, like, a brighter color. Maybe a light green or something. That might be cute. There we go. That's that bit done. Now we can go back and add our little support pillar thingies. We'll have to look for a good yellow wood kind of post thing, too. Did I run out on that, or... Okay, it's just out of reach. That's fine. I guess that goes on this one, too. Put there. We'll probably want to do the, cobbled stuff over by the chimney. I guess we're gonna keep the chimney. I don't want to remove that. And it's nice that it is the width of just the larger ones. That's pretty easy. I almost want to try and knock it out one more, but I don't think that's correct. I think leaving it as is probably better. I think let's sell... I don't want to copy the style. I want to sell. Sell the window. And then we'll sell all these support pillar thingies, because these are all wrong. Oh, though we could have just changed the style on them, couldn't we? Ah, well. At least it leaves a little indicator of where it should be. Oh, there's a window up there too. Gotta get rid of that one. Oh, there's a whole upstairs then? That we don't have access to? Let's see if we can find a staircase that'll go well for that then. Because I want access to up there. Stairs. Do we not have, like... Maybe those stairs. Ooh, or we have the knickerknack stairs. Those feel more accurate. I like the ones with the gaps. That feels like the type that you would see here. Let's buy that one. Where makes sense for this? I suppose the other question is how much space have we actually got up there? Best way to see is probably just to break it down. Yeah, because putting a staircase right under there wouldn't work too well. I guess we'll try and leave the beams if we can't make good with those. I do like seeing supports in buildings. I guess it makes it feel secure, as you would kind of expect a support to do. There we go. The rest of this pop down. There's definitely not quite enough room for a whole other floor, it looks like. Pop that one. Because, yeah, that's a very tight upper section. I suppose we could try and go for, like, sleeping loft or something if we really wanted to up there. It'd just be very tight. It might still be worth it. Kind of just a matter of how we end up using the space. We've got all that space downstairs, too. I am starting to actually feel the potential of this place now that we've got it a bit cleared out, though. And got it more opened up. Okay, so that's part of the outer wall there. I think that's fine now. Maybe I'll do some kind of like molding or something around that bit to make it feel like it blends in better. That, or I'll just do another support underneath it. Pop out that. I think actually if we pop this bit up, that might work better. Yeah, because then it has a smoother transition and we can turn it into one of the support kind of beams that's going across. So that's probably the better answer. There we go. And then pop back out our building tool. And then we want, that is 1 wide. We'll do 1 wide across here again. There we go. We might actually want to adjust this one as well, now that I'm seeing that. That doesn't feel like it's quite in the right place. Especially if we have that one there that we just put in. I still definitely want this, but I feel like it could go maybe on the other side of the chimney. Maybe that'll work better. Let's try right there, go across and then up. Yeah, that feels better spaced in my opinion. Especially if we want to do like storage or sleeping loft in one of these. But I'm still not sure on that one. For now, let's pull out our finishes again and continue on with that. Do I have my garlic shot on? I do, okay. We've got the vertical ones in our hand right here, so we don't want to use this on the sides, because this is not going to face the right direction if we do. But it works very well for the bottom here. Yep. And then this one across the way. And then to fill in this gap too. Oh, I missed a spot. There we go. That's looking pretty nice. And then we can go back and we did the ones there. So then I think this one here. And then across this. Just notice, is that actually facing the right way? Have I been putting this down the wrong way the entire time? That almost feels like it should be horizontal. Oh no. Don't tell me I've been putting down the wrong one! That's definitely horizontal. Okay. Okay, let's move these. We'll put them on this path over here. This one can stay over there for now. And then we want the duplicate this one, then use the change style on it and rotate it 90 degrees if it'll let us. So that way. Now if we put this one like side by side with this guy here. Yeah, that is definitely the correct direction. Which means that we need to redo all the ones that we already did. It's fine, it's fine. Because I want to do horizontal on like the spaces in between these, so these need to be vertical. Otherwise it's gonna feel wrong. I'm also probably good to sell that ladder. I don't think I need to get onto the roof again. I'm also realizing that it's kind of funny to be out here in the middle of the night working on a cabin, but that's just what we're doing. Unless I wanted to set down a bed and sleep. Because that is also an option in this game. If you don't feel like working at night, you can sleep through it. Personally, I've got my cheery music. It's not spooky. I'm fine. I realized that that other box is going to be good for the horizontal beams then. Which is a bit surprising, because I wasn't expecting the horizontal beams to be in the direction that they needed to be to just do it right off the bat. But that works out. It's good. Had I tried it, I probably would have realized sooner that we had the horizontal ones and not the vertical. Oh well. In the end, we figured it out. Oh, I am probably going to need that ladder to get on top of these beams and put the thing up there. I mean, I suppose I could ignore it, because who's really going to see up there? But I'm going to know that it's unfinished, and it's going to bug me. Do you guys ever get like that, where you just know something isn't done to how it should be and can't stand it? Because that happens quite often with me, where no one's gonna notice something in my avatar is, like, mildly clipping. But I know it's there, and I know that's not how it should be. But it is more common than it should be for me. There we go. Let's go grab that ladder. There we go. And then I hope this ladder fits in here. Right there. That should work. Can't lie to potential buyers. I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm also not sure this counts as lying. Just not having a surface finish on the top of this. I don't know if they particularly care. Can I get up? Yes, I can. Okay. And then crouch, get into this corner. There we go. Now there's just that tiny bit there. Gotta move ladder. And pointing the ladder like that's probably best. And grab the rest of the finish. There we go. That feels better. It makes no visible difference from down here, but it feels better to me. Oh no, I don't want to change how that looks. I want to sell that. There we go. Maybe I want to use the yellow wood in here too. Maybe we use the other one? So that it goes the other direction? That way it provides some texture variation. Oh, actually, we want texture variation. Let's instead do, where's finishes? Finishes. We want, wood. And then we want the yellow wood. The cut pattern is what we want to change. So we want rotated, and then we want, what would be a good floor for in there? Not like honeycomb or anything. One that feels like a floor. Maybe that one? I think let's go with this one. Oh, I forgot we can change the cut size pattern on this. Let's go larger. I think larger will look nice here. Now the question is, do we want to run this through the whole house like this? Or is this going to only be something that's like in the sunroom? Because that's kind of what I imagine this room to be like. That little piece of grass poking through the floor is very much annoying me though. I wonder if I can use the mower to get rid of that. Surely, right? Like if we can mow the lawn, then surely we can use it on that. Use kind of? I can go around the house. We're gonna do this. We're gonna just hug the wall and mow all that we can here. I just realized the house is floating. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, let's try and take this inside. Let's try and mow inside. It's not gonna let me, is it? I saw a slight jump there. Can I pick up? Can I? What if I use it in here? No? Dang it. I could hope. I agree, Death. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that for now. So options are remove the floor and manually manually fix it. Or, you know what? We're gonna remove the floor, because I need to make sure that it's level on all sides too. So we're gonna figure this out, even if we have to tear up the floor that we just made. I feel like a crazy person, though. It has concrete under it, I just didn't mow the lawn first. Yeah, there you go. Feels a bit like a crazy person doing this, but what can you do? And I am more or less a rookie at making extensions and stuff. I've not done many of that in this game. Oh, frick. See, I thought I was safe because Squee wasn't here. Didn't realize that you guys were doing it too. There we go. That should have that filled in now. Now I can bring out the lawnmower and actually mow the grass from under this. It is at least nice that you have the option to mow the grass. I know so many other games where you just have to live with it poking through. Alright, so build, start there. Go to that point. To there. Was it not gonna let me do full 3x3x3? Not 3x3x3. What am I saying? I guess you have to do it in strips is more or less what I'm trying to say. I guess let's try and make it level with the rest of this. So that should be to there. I think it's gonna cost too much to do it fully filled in though. So I think we'll do just top layer. No one's gonna know. You guys won't tell anyone, right? Oh, that's been chilling there for a bit. Maiden, thank you for the follow. I think I just pooped something there. It gave me extra stuff there. I already did what, Chameleon? Alright, are you saying you already followed? I know you followed, I think a couple streams ago, if I remember correctly. It's just gonna duplicate the empty box! That's not helpful! So we want the copy style, and then find it and store it. There we go. That's how we do the nicer pickup. Yes! I remembered. Maybe we'll do stone around the fireplace. That might be cute. But I think first we're just gonna put down like, all of this. And then sort out what we're doing with the rest of it. I think this is a fairly nice floor. Maybe leave a little gap around the fireplace, just so that we don't have to waste too much stuff. Still need to do all of the windows and everything. We've still got sounds of crickets and everything from outside. Come on. Buy another one of those, and then sell mode to get rid of the empty box. There we go. Almost got this filled in. It certainly doesn't help if I'm doing all of the random little ones. There we go. Perfect time to run out of surface finish, though. Alright, so do we want to finish exterior? Oh, we still have those support beams to do, too. I think let's do those support beams. So it should be this one is the one for underneath. Actually, it should be the ones for it entirely. Oh, I sold the ladder, didn't I? I'm gonna need the ladder for this. That's not the right one. Well, I'm gonna have to redo that one. Just put the incorrect one down. Oh, I can't even reach. Oh, okay, I can jump in place. That technically works. It feels a little jank, though. I keep forgetting that I can just do the click and drag to place horizontally. Now, is this one? Okay, good. That one is the correct way. Ah, frick, I replaced that. I didn't mean to. Alright, let's grab the correct one for that. There we go. And that should be this here. And then on the other side, I already have the correct one. I'm confused. How did I... Well, if it's correct, it's correct. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Oh, let's use a stone around where the fire will go. Put it like that for now. And then, I think let's go ahead and fill in all of these holes, and then we'll put the, windows in after that. That way, if we change what window size we're going with, it'll auto-fill it instead of us having to match the existing hole. Because I don't want to have to cycle through a whole bunch of windows to get the correct one. I want to just pick which windows I want and slap them down. Plus, we're planning on redoing all of the coverings on these walls anyways, the finishes. It's just a hodgepodge mess at the moment. Though I think getting that hole up there might be a bit difficult. That might be when we have to pull back out the ladder, which we did anyways, so it's not entirely wrong. But let's see if we can reach it. Yes, we can. I'm surprised we can reach that, honestly. There we go. We got that one. Just gotta finish cycling around the house, filling in the gaps. At least then the elements will stop getting in. Well, they'll stop getting in once we add a door. Because that's the other thing we're missing. Maybe we'll do front door next. We'll have to pick a good one. And I don't think there's any on this side. Yeah, because that's the side we made. Where are my stones? I need to fix that. It bugs me. There we go. Cannot have brick on the bottom of this house. That's not the kind of place this is. There we go. And then... last bit. Okay, that should be good. I am not liking how patchy the grass is now that I've mowed part of it. We'll just see... I either need to get some of it back or just mow everything and redo the garden entirely. We'll see what we feel like. That'll be a later one. Oh, I can change the style of this, can't I? Change style. It should be the same yellow wood. Bottom open is good. Stair railing. I don't know. What would Sarah? Go with none currently, and then B. What's the difference between open A and open B? And there's closed. Oh, hang on. I need to view this from the side. So that's open A. Open B. I guess open B is thinner? I guess we'll go with thinner. I guess that works. Not entirely understanding what's going on, but I guess it works. I do not like how that functions, I'll be honest. But I guess that works? Now the question is, which way does this go? Okay, that goes the correct way. Or does it? No, I don't want that one. I want a different one. I think that one? And then do... like... that way, I think, should work. Now if I grab that one... no, that feels so small. That one's not correct at all. So then let's try cut pattern size. 2? Is it better? 2 is better, but it's not perfect yet. I think let's try one size larger. So size 3 then. There we go, that feels more like a deck to me. Alright, now we need to do the side. Is this gonna... no, that's up and down. I don't think we have any more of the side one. I need to do the copy style, and then Q to get the surface finish on that. I'm gonna start misremembering which is which at a certain point, I'm sure of it. I hope I don't need to do under this deck. It's gonna drive me mad if I do. Because I don't know how to reach under there, I'll be honest. I think that's just gonna be another no one sees it, no one's gonna know type things. Though I say that, I do inside here that's gonna be covered by a pillar in a bit. You have to admit, this looks way nicer already, though. I am quite pleased. Also, what if we do... Oh no, that's the wrong one there. We need that one for, like, here. Just get rid of the little bits there. It's hardly noticeable, is the thing, though. And then I need this one to go alongside here. Not? What is it doing? Why is it not placing? Is it gonna place over here? How have I worked at this? Was that the one that was already placed there? Was I getting confused? I was getting confused. There we go. Now that feels more finished. Let's look into getting those support things that we had there. These guys. We want this column. I think that's yellow wood. Let's just make sure. We want yellow wood. Nope, that's wrong. We want to sell that guy. Nope. Sell. There we go. That was correct the first time. That, and then extend the top. There we go. That works. And then let's do one on this side too before we swap off of it. Yeah, that's nice. And then we just need 2 more of the other kind. That is these guys. And we need this to be the yellow wood one. They've actually done a really good job on how you place these, because it just feels nice to place, which is kind of a weird thing to say. But in games like this, you have to have the mechanics feel good to do, otherwise why are you doing it? Oh, that looks so nice. That works. Okay, how do we figure out a railing to do as well is now the question. Because it feels a bit odd to be able to just walk off to me. But I kind of want to stick a railing on. What railings have we got? We've got like this cozy fence. I'm almost. It doesn't let you snap it to the correct thing though. Can it? Okay, and it can't collide with the wall, so that one's not gonna work. Fit forward isn't gonna work either. Column's not helpful. We could use beams and make our own. Molding could work as well. Breeze blocks are an option, but don't quite match what we're going for. Maybe this one? Imperial yellow wood. Maybe? Not sure on that one. Try sticking these on. It works, but it also almost feels like too much. So I'm not sure. What other fences have we got? That's not gonna work. Maybe that one? So if it's just yellow wood and then more yellow wood? I think that one might do better. Yeah, the home is not going to look speckled once we're done with it. I'm just getting distracted. I want to duplicate that. Nope, not exactly. Can I copy the stuff from that and put it on there? Nope. Okay. The fences are just weird, apparently. Because if you duplicate them, you're duplicating the size as well, which isn't what I want, and then it's just odd. Alright, so let's try this again. There. Alright. Which one do you guys think? Yes, hello. You come from sleepy times? Have you just woken up? Did you have a good sleeps? Try be on one of these larger sections. I do think that makes it look a little bit less busy to me. So maybe that's the correct one to do. We could also just use beams and make our own. I think I'll come back to that. What we need right now is something to help us get up higher. So that we can get that bit up there. And I think we need... Oh shoot, which one did we need? This one, I think. I think this one... Yeah, you were correct. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get over there too. This is gonna be tricky to reach. Can I even fit this under there, or am I gonna have to get the shorter ladder? Okay, I can fit this under here. This one. That's how we do it here. So I do think it's not actually mildew here. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I'm gonna claim it's not mildew, because covering mildew is a bad idea. At least I think it is. Despite playing a home renovation game, I am not actually an expert in home renovations, so I cannot say for certain. I can only guess. Ah, shoot, no, that's the wrong one. Okay, so that one needs to be replaced. I need this one for that. Then that needs to run here. And then right there. Alright, that should be... Did I get the top of that one? I don't remember. I'm gonna actually wait, no, I know a way to check. I know an easy way to check. We're going to act like we're going to put in a roof. and that'll stick us in free cam mode. And now we can see the top of this. We have missed a singular spot on the... Of course we have. And I think we need the taller ladder for that. So I'm gonna sell that for now. We're gonna grab the taller ladder. And we're gonna put it this way. That should let us get closer to the thing that we need to get to, and we can hop off the side here. Yeah, I shouldn't have looked. But I'm gonna. I know me. I want to get things done properly. There we go. Alright. And then, Adam, which of the railings did you like better? Or should we try and do it with the beams? Because I'm still looking for anyone's opinion on that. That's why I haven't quite settled. We've got the ones with the vertical on that, or we've got the ones that go horizontally. Or we've got beams which should be a bit thicker type setup. And then we still have to decide on the front door and stuff as well. Do we want to shift the front door over a bit? You like the vertical better? Okay. I will sell these and swap back to the vertical then. That's architectural elements, and then... Oh, I just realized that there's this one as well, which I don't think we tried. Let's see if thinner looks better. Yellow wood and yellow wood. Try that one. This might be too thin and dainty for this, but I kind of want to see it anyways. Oh, frick. That did not place correctly. Alright, is this too thin and dainty? Yeah, that is definitely too thin and dainty. That looks like it's gonna snap. It looks like a twig. Where did that vertical one go? There it is. Is that still on yellow wood? Yes, it is. We'll throw these in. There we go. Eh? What? Why did I just run through a fence? How did that work? Well, alright then. The fence is now solid, so I guess it's fine. And then let's grab that and fill in this doorway. Oh, dang it, I missed one spot. There we go. That's getting better. It is also now past time for stream to end, I've just noticed. Let's at least get the door in first. So we're gonna fill in that hole, which I realize that is now nonsensical now that I've put the floor down, but oh well. But this will at least give us a bit more freedom on which door and how we place it. I mean, no clipping through reality is kind of a fear of mine, but that's more just because I'm used to dizziness just being like, oh, you're gonna feel like you're falling through the world for a moment, which is not very fun. Doors. Doors is what we need. Let's put medium doors. I don't think I'm the lowest bidder on this one. I want to actually try hard these a bit. That door handle is so thin. I need a better door handle than that for an exterior door. Maybe that one's counted as better. So yellow wood for the frame, and we could go maybe cedar? Red cedar? Or... I think let's try red cedar. Top bit, let's do... milk glass? And then the details can be... what color should things be? I could do gold. Gold might work well if we're going kind of greenish tone. But then also copper could. Bronze is more earthy, so maybe bronze. If we want that in line with the stairs, we'd go there. I think milk glass is probably the wrong way to go. I do like the door style, and I like the red, especially if we're imagining the rest of this to be more of like a greenish tint around it. That could work. I think we just need to swap the milk glass for something else. So if we do change style, we should be able to just point at it and then say, instead of milk glass, let's do tinted glass that is tinted... I don't know. I don't know what color we want to tint the glass. I guess let's just do that one. Though that seems a bit odd that someone can just see into your place. So I might change that. Though I suppose if it's like a lot of windows, it's going to be anyways. Ideally I'd like frosted kind of window, but I don't think we have that as an option. Off Manticore, I mean, I can tell you where to get the Maid outfit, but I don't know where they sell me. I'm not generally for sale. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do before we call this good for now. Because definitely, this house is not done. I'm definitely coming back to this, probably next Thursday. But I know that if I try and do much else, it's not gonna... it's not gonna end anytime soon, and I do actually have work tomorrow, so I kind of need to wrap up. So I think we'll probably call this good. We've done quite a lot, and it looks a heck of a lot better than when we started. So I'm quite pleased with it, and I'm excited for where it goes. Let's see. I need to figure out who we're gonna go raid, and I will be back on Sunday. I should be doing VR chat. I have fixed VR, I hope. I was at least able to play yesterday and only crashed once before I tried the fix. So that is a hopeful sign. And I might even change into the avatar that I was working on today and teased a bit in the spoilers section of my Discord if someone redeems Shapeshift tomorrow, because it should be in a workable state. I'll make sure to test it before a stream, make sure I'm not changing into something that might flash someone due to an error or something. But that shouldn't happen. Let's see who we're gonna go raid. Looks like there's Desync, Victory. Who else? Who else do I know? Brave Akami. Electric Husky is also doing stuff. I think let's go raid the Victory, because they're one of the people who should be joining us on Sunday, as long as they don't sleep through it. They have been known to sleep through streams before. So make sure to tell them that you're excited for VR chat stream. Wish them luck in they're playing Towerfall Ascension. So I hope they're having a great time with that. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Do Ismia!